Have you ever sat alone in the quiet of your home and felt not loneliness, but peace, that gentle kind of silence where no one is asking, needing, judging, or interrupting, just you and your own breath? What if I told you that in your 70s, that peace might be more healing and more powerful than most relationships you've had today? We're not here to talk about being alone. We're here to explore why, after a lifetime of giving, compromising, and enduring, being single could be the very thing that brings you home to yourself. For many people, turning 70 brings clarity. You look back at the decades behind you and suddenly realize how much of your time was spent adjusting for others. And then, maybe for the first time in your life, you ask, what about me? Let me share what I've learned through the lives of others, and maybe even a bit of my own about why living single after 70 isn't a failure. It's a form of freedom, of rediscovery, of truth. These aren't just reasons, they're revelations. 1. Emotional freedom after a lifetime of compromise. Ruth was 74 when her husband passed away after 52 years of marriage. She told me, "I didn't know how tired I was until I didn't have to adjust for someone else every day." That wasn't bitterness, it was honesty. Being single gives many older adults a chance to stop accommodating. After decades of putting others first, children, spouses, co-workers, you finally get to ask yourself what you want for dinner. When you want to sleep, what kind of music you enjoy. It's not selfish, it's soul care. And sometimes, that's what you need to heal from the quiet exhaustion you didn't even realize you were carrying. 2. Peace becomes more valuable than company. Frank divorced at 68. At first, he missed the chatter, the routine, but then something shifted. He said, "I realized I didn't need someone to talk to. I needed someone not to argue with." You see, as we age, our nervous systems change. We don't bounce back from tension the way we used to. The little disagreements start to feel heavy, and suddenly, silence isn't empty, it's restorative. Living alone means no more walking on eggshells, no more background tension, just peace. And at this stage of life, that might be the most priceless gift of all. 3. Caregiving can quietly break the heart. Martha loved her husband. She never hesitated to care for him when his health declined. But after a year of tracking medications, driving to appointments, and answering the same questions again and again, she whispered to a friend, "I miss just being his wife." That's the reality many face. The emotional cost of caregiving in later life is enormous. Love doesn't go away, but the partnership shifts. And sometimes, the roles you once cherished become heavy uniforms you can't take off. Being single doesn't mean avoiding love. It means having the space to care for yourself when you're no longer able to carry someone else. 4. The spark of curiosity begins to fade in relationships. Relationships thrive on shared curiosity, trying new things, going on adventures, laughing at surprises. But over time, even good couples can fall into sameness. Betty, at 74, said, "I still wanted to learn Italian. My husband just wanted to rewatch old sitcoms." And slowly, she realized she wasn't just bored, she felt invisible. Being single gives you permission to say yes again. Yes to hobbies, travel, books, art, and long walks without explaining. It's the freedom to rediscover that the world still holds magic if you're willing to step outside and find it. 5. Emotional wounds that were never fully healed. In the quiet of retirement, unresolved hurt begins to resurface. Words never said, apologies never given, support never returned. Harold, 78, said, "I gave up everything for our family. Now, I fix things around the house and get no thanks. I feel like staff, not a spouse." These are the emotional debts that pile up in long relationships. Not loud fights, but small, invisible bruises from being unseen. Being single offers the chance to heal without expectation, to process pain without performing wellness for anyone else, to finally ask, what do I need to move forward? 6. Identity shift and emotional drift. Eleanor retired and found joy in painting. Her husband barely noticed. She said, "I wasn't looking for applause, I just wanted to be seen again." As roles fall away, parent, employee, provider, many realize they no longer recognize who they are or who their partner has become. Being single lets you reimagine yourself without explanation. You get to grow at your own pace, to pursue joy on your terms, to be more than someone else's routine. And sometimes, that's the beginning of the most meaningful chapter of all. 7. Being appreciated for the small things again. Invisible labor is one of the silent heartbreaks in aging relationships. The pill refills, the folded laundry, the reminders to drink water, the little things that no one says thank you for anymore. One day, you stop doing them and no one notices, and that hurts. Being single doesn't erase the need to do these things, but it removes the expectation. Every act becomes a choice again, not an obligation, and in that space, you begin to appreciate yourself in a way others may have forgotten to. You start saying thank you to your own reflection, and it changes something inside. Being single after 70 isn't about giving up on love. It's about choosing peace, choosing clarity, choosing yourself maybe for the first time in decades. It's not about avoiding companionship, but about remembering you are enough, even in the quiet. And the surprising truth that quiet might just be where you hear your heart the clearest. If this message spoke to you, leave me a comment. Are you living solo in this season of life? What has it taught you about peace, self-care, or joy? I'd love to hear from you, because stories shared are hearts connected. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear that they're not alone and that being single can be something beautiful. We'll see you again soon, right here, where your story always matters.